Music is a work of human imagination. It is also invisible. Experienced through time, it must be allowed to take its time in order for it to be understood. It is protean, since its outlines can be recognized and repeated, but it can never be exactly the same twice. That's because no two performances of the same piece of music, given the myriad choices made at every moment in performing it, can be exactly the same, and you, the listener, are never the same, even when you replay a favorite recording. You are in a different place, as the common phrase goes, and that place has to do with time and experience. We surely will never get to the bottom of why we make music, even if we look for similarities in other life forms like the songs of whales and birds. But it is worth considering that music is a uniquely human creation, and its function does not make any sense in terms of Darwinian hypotheses of species survival and natural selection. We cannot derive food from it. We cannot protect our family with it. Perhaps its magnificence can be traced to its persistence in spite of its seemingly inexplicable uselessness. Since we are considering a certain kind of music, we should define our terms. What is Western music? The term Western music refers to music that was first described by the foundational fathers of what has been called Western culture, the Greeks. This title should probably be banished since it implies a fundamental boundary that was invented by scholars to differentiate Europe from Asia and Africa. West of what might be a question we should ask. Indeed, many Greek texts would otherwise have been lost were it not for Arab translations and commentaries emanating from the medieval Islamic world. That said, I will continue to occasionally use the phrase to mean music that has developed from the Greek descriptions of a specific kind of music. The Greeks organized music by modes. We call them scales today, and those modes were called by the names of their various indigenous tribes, including Dorians, Aeolians, and Lydians. Music in the Phrygian mode, for example, was believed to represent the characteristics of the Phrygian people who lived in the mountainous region in what is now western Turkey. They also believed that if you played music in the Phrygian mode, it would make you behave as if you actually were a Phrygian, that is, unruly and passionate. Music controlled behavior through description and by creating an environment that transcended and transformed the tangible world around us. For the Greeks, music also governed the functioning of the cosmos, the physics of what we saw and felt, translated into what we heard. Indeed, they believed there is an music we cannot perceive as humans, the exquisite cosmic music that Philo of Alexandria, 20 BC to 50 AD, said Moses heard when he received the tablets on Mount Sinai, and which St. Augustine believed was heard by us mortals only at the moment of our death. Our earthly music is a subset of the music of the spheres. This is the heart and soul of Western music and its language. Based on a concept of a home key, its mode or scale, and the perception that faster vibrations are literally higher, as in physically higher, than slower ones. The distance between notes in a melody signifies important emotional information that the populace intrinsically understands. This is the core of a descriptive language, simple in its basics and astonishingly varied in its application when creating new music.